mind-blowing stuff from these guys today. I feel like this is going to be a really fun tournament for them. I feel like they're going into it probably a little bit too confidently. I mean, who's on the other side of the bracket now? Funsies and Foresight. And then we got Retrospect. Retrospect being probably one of the only matches that are really probably going to contest against them. So they're probably going in this pretty confident. I think we're going to see some fun stuff.
Yeah, expect these to be some very some high-quality games between these two teams, between IBuyPower Cosmic and Electric Zero. The biggest thing to note, this is a single elimination. There is no second chance. They have to make this 2-win game count.
Absolutely. Already off the bat, good communication from Kronovi Lichinio as they move this ball forward. Lichinio is ready up for a pass off the wall. Look at that. They already know where that ball's going to go. Overzero not able to keep that out, though. Kunev going to get credit for an early goal. Whoops.
I mean, high-flying Kunev showing up where he left off, getting up, and you can tell Overzero just does not have any boost to get back to that.
Yep.
And I think he was a little cautious because he feels if he jumps, that ball's going to go not in his favor. I think it might have been a little bit of hoping there was someone back rotating behind him to clear it out.
Yeah. And then, Pyre almost put another one in, but this is where I wish I had that. There was already a really good play coming up from Lichinio and Kronovi early on. I mean, it resulted in a goal because Overzero was out of spot, but it was already crazy plays coming out. I expect them to get this one back pretty quickly. Kronovi tries to put down. Pyre contesting that one up with Kronovi as he puts it off the wall. Overzero winning out on that flick, though, but Toxic putting it right back down in midfield. There's Lichinio.
3 up wide open.
Getting in the face, and yep, should be a goal. And it is. 0. Overzero getting one in.
Yeah, Kronovi was actually messaging me just a little bit before this because he's sitting back watching the stream, and he's talking about stuff. And the big thing that we notice is when you see teams with such high power offense, it comes down to who's going to win the midfield game. When you get that ball starting to initially push up, who's going to contest it and push it back in? And in all reality, that should be IBuyPower. They have the mechanical skill to match any aerial shot and then control the pace of that. But as of so far, we saw that first goal coming in because Electric Zero beat them to the punch. There's a couple small defensive mistakes, but initially it was because Kunev got up early and put it back into the field.
You're right. Off the backboard, though, this is going to be a scoring opportunity for IBP, but Kronovi gets stuffed out. There's Overzero with a shot on the net. Too fast for Toxic.
Yeah, Toxic not able to get up in front of that. Pyre tries to get the read and stops it, but still, that bounce committing 2 players to that. Toxic has to make a last-ditch effort to get in front of it, but the rotation coming in from Zero is going to put it into the back of the net. Easy goal for them, putting them up 2-1.
Lots of time left, though, and we're seeing Electric Zero do a decent job of contesting balls, but getting it too close to the slot like that's going to be a scary spot for them. They need to move forward. Toxic missing a touch on that. All 3 of them in the corner here. A bad spot for them. If Zero can get this out to midfield, there's Toxic to follow it up. Just keeping possession. Pyre going to try to do something with it too, but Kronovi just puts it to the side. There's Kunev with the run around in front of the net. Pyre was ready for that, trying to roll it in, but Toxic's going to be left out in midfield to try to put that one on target or back in for a play. He does finally. The pressure on from Electric Zero, but finally Kronovi breaking out. Couldn't get it past Toxic. There's a shot on net from Zero. Just stopped out by Electric's defense, and we still only see a 1-goal lead for IBuyPower.
Yeah, that shot coming out. Good save, and so far it seems to be that now that IBuyPower seems to be a little bit less hesitant with their shots. Electric Zero is playing on their back heel, but they're making clutch saves. Yeah, and some good shots too on net. Like, they're putting these guys under pressure.
I mean, again, we just saw it. 2 shots potentially on target, just a little bit wide off the post, but they're getting the shots off, and they have a chance to put them in. If they can put a little more on target, they could tie this game up. Trying to get that in front. Lichinio's going to steal it away, though. Good, strong touch from him. He's going to put that deep into the blue end, but he misses off that wall. He's going to fight out with Kunev, but Kunev does get it out. Zero taking back possession. We're seeing a fight here, a struggle to get this in front of the net for IBuyPower, as Electric Zero doing a very good job of shutting out any of these plays. We get in front of the net, but there's a shot from Kronovi, a little bit wide. Pyre gaining possession, 1 person to beat, rolls it to the side, but Lichinio is back, and he's going to chip that one up in the air for himself. And this is where you don't want Lichinio. That's dropping in.
Oh my goodness, Lichinio.
Toxic. What?
Like, I wanted to talk about how smart it was for this team of Pyre to take his time and dribble it downfield, But then Lucinio's going to bring that all the way back down to the exact same thing for his side. Not only does he put it up this field and carry it the whole way down, but he positions his car in a way to, even if a clear comes out, it doesn't matter. He dunks it right back into the net.
Lucinio in the air is a scary thing, but a shot from Toxic answers that one really quickly. And now we're going to see only, once again, a 1-goal deficit.
Gosh, that's a good way to capitalize. I mean, the ball coming over the top, just a quick shot on net. That's something that has always kind of struck against IBuyPower Cosmic, is their defense lacks. There needs to be somebody back there to clear shots. That I can't even say it, like how simple shots like that should not go in. That's what I want to say. Just more intelligent. And I done goof, man.
There's almost another one on net, though, from Toxic. Just stopped out from 0. So they're making every attempt they can and doing a very good job of fighting off. But again, we did say it earlier in the match. Sometimes they lose their first one as they try to feel out their opponents. And we could see that coming and happening. It is still very close. Electric Zero. Very good chance to pull away with a win on this one as they're only 1 goal down, but some mechanical skill coming up from IBuyPower as they try to put another one, extend their lead. Chinio to push that forward. Pyre stopping that one out in front of the net. Good stop from 0. So he keeps that to the side, but almost rolling in as we got some back and forth in the corner between these two teams. In front of the net, though, someone's got to get there. Pyre missing out on the read on that, and that's going to fly back to midfield. Kunov to put it right back on target, though, as 0 is going to be forced to rush to that one to keep it out. Weird touch from Lucinio. He's going to throw that to the far side for Kronovi. Kronovi keeps possession up the wall. Kronovi going to do Kronovi things. No, he's just going to drop that in front. Gives away possession, though. Toxic. Now putting that one back into that orange end.
Yeah, over 0 so far. Coming up clutch on defense, but having to do so because the pressure from Electric Zero is coming out very strong, controlling a lot of the possession game. But if
that was
clear,
on target.
Yeah, Toxic coming out clear as well, but they need to bring this downfield, see what they can do with this last attempt with 5 seconds left.
Let's see if they can get off the corner. Can be a scoring opportunity. That's on target. Pyre trying to keep it alive. They almost had it, but they're, of course, IBuyPower is going to let that one die. Very close chance, though, and they play very well.
Yeah, back and forth, keeping this within 1. That's exactly what you want. I mean, you see the difference between these two teams, and there's a little bit of each team where they can clean up. You see it, obviously the defense, IBuyPower, always been a problem, but then it kind of comes back to Electric Zero. The pace of the game, they control the possession a little bit upfield, but they're just getting mechanically beaten on some things that they really shouldn't. They're just looking a little bit flat, playing a little bit too much defense, and I think it might be nerves. I mean, it's hard to see that tag of IBP in front of the names with all the, all the titles and not have some mental play a role.
There's IBP taking the first game against Electric Zero, but man, fairly convincing play as a lot of good shots were coming out from Electric Zero. I mean, you see it, 8 shots from them as opposed to the 7 from IBP. So they're doing a good job of putting on attacks. They just weren't able to get another one in. There was quite a few that missed on the post, but weren't able to get another one to tie it up away with a win on that one. But game number 2, as we said before, I would expect to see IBP move in pretty hard on this one. If they can walk away with a quick 2-0, why not? But I am not counting out Electric Zero at this point, as they are doing a very good job of keeping up pace against IBuyPower Cosmic. We'll see coming into game number 2. If you guys in the chat think that Electric Zero can do it, been watching them the whole way. How many fans we got? Can they take out IBuyPower Cosmic? Or is IBP going to be walking away with a 2-0 on this series? Both teams try to get that, obviously, early goal. IBuyPower doing a better job of keeping possession of this ball.
Yeah, I mean, you saw in the first game, Electric Zero actually had more shots, but as bad as that is, I mean, yeah, you're allowing shots, but it doesn't matter if those aren't going in net. The shots that they are taking are going directly at a player, except for the couple that they did make. So even though that is happening, you're seeing it breaking down, and that little difference in mechanical skill in favor of IBuyPower is what's causing them to win, even though it's a 1-goal difference, and it could have gone either way. It's where this Electric team really needs to step up. They need to control that pace just a tad bit better, and make sure that they're stopping things at the midfield, because too much of the time is being spent on their half.
Kunev grabbing a boost as Toxic moves in. Kronovi trying to set up a play. That could drop down in favor of IBuyPower, but no one was there to put any pressure on. Kunev send to midfield. Pinch there from Zero. Sets that up. Lachinio put it right back in. Zero trying to get a pass out, but Kronovi is going to be left going in circles as he's out of the play now. Toxic moving forward. Does get the read on the touch there. Kunev set that out front off the backboard, but a little bit too far. Not going to be a scoring opportunity. Pyre is going to have to try to reset up this pass. He does, but Kronovi beating him to it as Electric Zero doing a very good job of putting pressure on right now.
Yeah, they're really stepping up, trying to show that pace. And anytime that the ball is kept in, it's just one subtle tap. So this ball played in middle, good patience by Kronovi, and he's actually going to get the clear for the goal.
Yeah, that was a nice little chipperoonie there.
Yeah, you see that coming in. Oh, that's why. Kunev came over the top, just barely missing that read, and it would have spelled a totally different play. But even though they had two players back on defense, nobody came up to contest it. Someone needs to get in the air early, especially when you have two back.
There's a roll around in the corner as Kunev tries to set up a play. Only a 1 goal. It's got to feel pretty good for Electric Zero as they're keeping up pace against IBuyPower Cosmic. Kunev throwing that to midfield. Toxic picking that up. Pops it up for Kunev. Kunev will follow it up, but Kronovi beats him out. This could be a scoring opportunity for Kronovi, but he can't quite get control of that. Does get the boost, though, as they just try to keep possession in the corner. Make Electric Zero get a little boost starved, but they do finally break out of their end. That's going to move back down to the midfield, but Toxic getting a little feisty over there.
Lachinio tried to go for a contest there, and he went flying up the air, just lands right back on it. He's like, oh, hey, I'm here.
Hey, what's up?
It wins the contest. Like
a wild Lachinio appeared.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see Kunev can set something up here. That's going to be a good spot for them. A little bit too wide, though. No one from the left side. Lachinio does get over a wall. Attacker off the backboard. Can he get the touch? Toxic puts it out, but there's Kronovi going to leave that for Zero. Zero puts it on target. Kronovi backing off once again as you saw Toxic and Pyre moving up. They finally get stuffed out as that goes back towards their own end. Kunev just trying to buy enough time for his teammates to rotate back to defense. They do make it in time. Toxic rolling that to the wall. Two IBuyPower players out of play there, but stuffed out by the last. It gets put back on target there. That's going to be a scary spot as Toxic finally does push it forward, but he can't keep control. Open net, not going to be able to take advantage of as no Electric Zero player could get control of that to their own net. Almost went Toxic, Kunev playing with each other's emotions right now. Minute 26, a good flick from Kunev. No follow-up, though, as Kronovi puts it back to midfield.
Yeah, big difference seems to be that this IBuyPower team is contesting very, very good at the midfield. Anytime that the ball starts to clear out, usually there's a player there to get the hit. And those small times that they make the mistake, even when they do, Electric Fox had a wide open net and just nobody there to get the shot on net. Nobody was back at all. They had two players up moving against no one. And just the lack of punishing is happening. And oh my goodness.
The post almost dropping in there to put him up again. But a minute of gameplay. Good pinch coming up from Electric Zero. Puts that into the orange end. Pyre with a potential scoring opportunity, but he loses control of that one. Kronovi going to take it. Instead, just flick that up as he saw Toxic making an attack. Kunev steals that away from that flick. Pyre up to meet that one. Over to the side. Kunev going to grab this boost to make sure Lachinio doesn't, but Lachinio does get the clear instead, and that's what they needed. 30 seconds left for Electric Zero to pull away with a goal. If they want to tie this one up, and they're looking like they still have a chance to do it. They just need to get down into the other end and set up a real play and catch that IBuyPower defense off guard. That's going to drop down Lachinio off the backboard. The Toxic getting in the way. Is it going to allow Zero to get a shot? Kunev, Toxic, and Pyre need to get out of their own end. 5 seconds left for them to do this. The ball can stay alive, and this can still happen, but that's going to go off the back. Still alive as Zero tries to drop that one down. The pinch there. Toxic still up. Kunev tries to put it forward. Pyre tries his best to keep that alive as Kunev makes the miss. And that's going to be it as IBuyPower Cosmic takes the win against Electric Zero 2-0. But my goodness, that was still a very, very close set for Electric Zero.
Yeah, within 1 goal each game, which is showing how well they played as a group. I mean, they took their first couple of games because of how well they played, but it just seems to be that they aren't able to take advantage of the small mistakes on defense that IBuyPower gave them. They just didn't capitalize on that possession game. To be completely honest, I mean, IBuyPower